Welcome back to the Indira Gandhi Stadium here in New Delhi. After Indian success in the men's singles with Pranoy, we turn our attention to women's doubles and a Japanese pair of Nanako Hara and Riko Kiyose up against the Panda sisters, Rutapana and Sutapana. So this match, as virtually all matches today, from the bottom half of the door, but it's the third quarter, as you can see, and waiting for the winner of our match is Yuki Fukushima and Mayo Matsumoto, a former champion here back in 2024 with Wakana Nagahara. So the winner of this match will have a tough encounter in round 2. So here come the players. So the Japanese pair leading them out. This will be a first meeting between these two pairs, and that's not altogether surprising because as far as Hara and Kiyose are concerned, well, they've only played 2 Super 750 events. They've never played a 1000 event. They've been playing the International Challenger Series and some 100 events on the World Tour. So no pass form to go for these two pairs.
Hi. Here. Black and red. Who's going to go? Black. Red for you. It's red. What do you choose? This side. Will you serve?
So the Japanese pair choose ends.
Who will serve? Hara.
Both the Japanese players went to the far side of the court. Of course, in badminton, doubles pairs warm up together, unlike in tennis. So the Japanese pair have been in a couple of finals. As we look at Nanako Hara, who's just 19 years of age. Well, she's certainly not 0 centimetres at all, from Guma in Japan. Her partner, Riko Kiyose, is a year older at the age of 20, and I can tell you that she's 5'7" or 1.70 m. She's from Kanagawa Prefecture on the south coast of Honshu. Playing their first ever India Open. So as far as the Panda sisters are concerned, this, I believe, is Sutapana, 20 years of age, and the taller of the two sisters, I can tell you that. A return from a doping suspension last year, and they ended up playing 10 tournaments in 2025. Rutapana is the older of the two at 26, born in Cuttack in Odisha, and their world ranking at the moment is 53. Fourth pair from India on the women's doubles world ranking have been as high as 31. Quite extraordinary, they went up to 31, while Sutapana was suspended from playing. So our umpire for this one is Vishwanath from Sri Lanka, and service judge Shihan Lim from Australia. Fifth appearance at the India Open for the Panda sisters. Of the 4 previous, twice they've got through to the second round, including last year, and twice they've lost in the first round. So we're just about ready for the start of this
Ladies
first round
and
of
gentlemen,
women's doubles.
On my right, Nanoko Hara and Riko Kiyose, Japan. And on my left, Rutaparna Panda and Swetaparna Panda, India. Nanako Hara to serve to Swetaparna Panda, level, play.
So the Japanese pair nearest to us getting this women's doubles match underway. Well, I was telling you that they've been in a couple of finals, Hara and Kiyose. Won the Odisha Masters of 2024. Last year reached one final, lost in the final of the Saipan International Challenger event.
Too low.
Yeah, they've made a good start here.
And winning the Odisha Masters, that's on the Panda sisters' home soil.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a nice defensive shot from Kiyose.
Low.
Drive defence there from
Service
Swetaparna.
1-3.
I was telling you last week when we watched the Panda sisters, Steen, about the black tigers that were spotted in Odisha. Have you checked that out?
That's right, that's right. I've seen pictures of them.
Have you?
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Fascinating. But, I'm glad I'm not out there because, I mean, being more black than orange or yellow, then they are really hard to spot in the shadows there in the woods.
Absolutely. But it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't know what I was talking about last week, did you?
Oh, no, I thought you'd gone.
Even more doolally.
Service fault called, too high.
Service fault called.
Service
Service error anyway.
4-2, too high.
We also discussed last week about siblings playing together and not identifying which sibling it is with the name on the shirt at the back.
Yeah.
Both just got Panda. Now I know that the twins from Scotland, the Grimley twins, they do the same thing.
Yeah. There should be
I think there should be a
capital
rule.
letter. Yeah.
Yeah. Coach didn't like that.
also have the Lee twins in the men's doubles from Chinese
Service
Taipei.
over.
Yes, but they do have
5.
Do they have
the initials on the
yeah.
back. Yes. And I think the Grimley twins do it to make cause
Service
confusion for us, Steen.
Yeah, and for their opponents,
Five.
that it makes it extremely difficult. You have to find small spots as the color of the grid or something like that.
Service over. 6-4.
I just sense, I've never seen Hara
7,
and Kiyose play
4.
before, Steen,
No.
and I just already sense that, like so many Japanese players, they've got incredibly good defences.
Yeah, good defense, good attack. I watched some of their match, or actually all their match, at least all the rallies in the match they played last week against Bacon and Lee, and they were of course up against tougher position, but they did really well. It didn't really
Service over.
reflect from the scoreline,
5,
but it was a
7.
lot about, as you mentioned, either solid defense or relentless attack, and the battle for attack or the turnaround in the defense, we didn't see that much here, but I saw enough so
Service
that I
over.
have them as favorites in this
8,
match here, because
5.
I also want to mention that you mentioned they were 53 on the world ranking. And the thing is that
The Panda sisters.
yeah,
are
the
good.
Panda sisters are 53 on the world ranking. But since India opened last year, which is then 12 months ago, they've only won one match. So to me, perhaps it's worth looking into whether losing first round in tournaments awards you too many points, because being 53 in the world and having only one match in
9,
a year, that sounds a little
5.
bit odd to me.
Ruta.
They were in
Ruta.
2 second
Is the shuttle
rounds,
open?
so they must have had a
Leo.
walkover in one
Leo.
match or a bye in one first round. Or are you saying since?
Since the India, they won the first round in India Open last year.
right,
Yeah,
okay,
and then the Hong Kong Open, they won the first round as well.
Yes, okay.
So 2 wins over a year, and that
10,
gets you a world ranking
5.
of 53. That's puzzling. There's Nara with the move forward to the net.
Yeah.
She's the more
11,
forward-seeking
5.
of the 2 Japanese
Interval.
players.
And that forward-seeking movement means that the Japanese pair have a handsome lead here in the opening game at the mid-game interval. A 6-point advantage, 11-5 in 6 minutes.
伸ばしてくるから広瀬それをそうやって力なく出しちゃう。それをドライブするならしっかりドライブだし、もう一回つなぐならつないでもいいんだけど、緩くつないじゃうから、それを上げるならしっかり上げるとか、スマッシュも球が硬いからそれをしっかり手だけでもう必ずそしたら腹が腹はそのまましっかりこっちに流れるから。
20 seconds. Coaches, ready to cheers. Coaches, ready to cheers. Players back on court. Coaches, ready to cheers. 11, 5. Play. You.
So 11-5 as play resumes.
Play.
The advantage with Hara and Kiyose. Oh, she's pushed that wide. That's the sideways drift coming into play again.
Yeah, she sort of made a note to herself. Oh yeah, that's the sideways drift.
Yeah.
She forgotten it.
Going back to your point about the rankings, Steen,
Yeah.
13,
there's a mixed doubles pair from
5.
Indonesia. I gather they're quite talented, Faza and Pranata.
Yeah.
And they've stormed into the world rankings at 22, and they've basically been playing and winning the 100 events.
Yeah.
Five finals, I think, in the last 12 months at 100 events. And they're straight in at the world ranking, as it were, at 22.
Yeah, they played last week as well.
Yeah.
And lost the first round.
14,
And it also tells me that perhaps
5.
you get a little bit too many points for winning the Super 100 level tournament. You have to try and balance it so the same effort sort of gives you the same amount of points in the different classes of tournaments.
Yeah, different levels
Yeah.
of tournaments. Yeah.
$15.5.
We've mentioned the defence of Hara and Kiyose, and I think that the Panda sisters are struggling to know. They've got on the attack often enough, but then it's counter-attacked.
15.
Yeah,
They
and
can't
they've got
win the point.
difficulty scoring.
Yes.
They're very good, big difficulty scoring. And when you look at Nara and Kiyose, they just look like a real solid, regular Japanese
Service
women's
over.
doubles pair.
Yeah.
If you sort of
6.
dim your eyes a little bit and you see this is two Japanese players, you can't really see whether it's Fukushima and Hirota or any other Japanese player. They have some of the same skills. They come from the same school
Yeah.
of women's doubles, and that's a great school to sort of lay the foundation
17,
for the players so they
6.
can sort of exercise their individual skills, but it's sort of like a skeleton to hang things on. It's a basic game that's super solid, and that's always great.
Well, just to emphasise your point, since the India Open has been part of the Grand Prix or Grand Prix Gold Super Series and now World Tour era, so dating back to 2008, pairs from Japan
Service
have won
over.
8 of the 16
7,
women's doubles titles here,
17.
Man, that's amazing.
including 3 different pairs over the last 3 editions.
And it's really, really great work that started out in the early 2000s when Pang Chubong took over as the head coach. Before that, Japan wasn't really a factor at that time in any of the categories, I should say.
Well, I think if you go back far enough, that's not true, because at the first World Championships in
Yeah, when you go back before 85, something like that, maybe
Yeah.
even 80, then they were a powerhouse.
exactly, but during the Super Series and World Tour era,
Yeah.
yep, you're absolutely right. But isn't that interesting, the way that strengths go in waves?
It is. I recall when I first started watching badminton, I watched the All
That's a
England.
super shot. Sorry, Steve, to
Yeah, I
interrupt.
watched the All England champion Hiroyuki from Japan.
Yeah,
7.
the late Hiroyuki.
Yeah. And her heir, Saori Kondo.
That's right.
Huge battles with Japanese, with the Danish women's single Line Koppen.
Ruta, get ready quicker.
My first international tournament, so was a tiny little Japanese named Ipi Kojima. He was my favorite. He was fantastic. That was back in the
19.
70s.
That's
7.
right. Two points away from the opening game. Hara
Service
and
for
Kiyose.
too high.
Oh, no.
Service over.
It's Hara
8-19.
that's been faulted for too high on the serve. One service fault to each pair. She got back quickly to that.
Service over.
Kiyose.
20 game point 8.
And there's the situation where Sudirman has the attack, but it's really, really difficult to penetrate. It takes a lot more effort.
Oh,
Game.
look at that brush off the top of the tape.
First game won by
Final shot from
Nanako
Hara.
Hara and Rico Kiyose. 21-8.
Yeah, and that's something they've got to solve for the second game, the Panda sisters. How to break down the defence of the Japanese pair. Opening game, 21-8 in 13 minutes.
इसको रोक दे, वाला नीचे लेट करके ना उधर रोक दे उसको। उसको बॉडी पे मत खेल जैसा फास्ट कोर्ट है। तो फिर फास्ट कोर्ट में ऐसा करेंगे तो पॉइंट आएगा। लेकिन अभी इतना स्लो है तो क्रॉस कर लेना, फिर इस तरफ जाके फिर सेफ इतना अच्छा स्ट्रोक खेल के फिर ऊपर मार नहीं तो और बीच में कॉल करके चलो 6 वाल 7 वाल सही जा रहा था। पेशेंस थोड़ा डाउन हो गया तो पेशेंस फ्लैश और एक पॉइंट ज़्यादा कर
चल यहाँ कम ऑन 4टा खेलुଛୁ ना 10ଟା ଖେଳିଆ ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଛାଡ଼ିଆ 10ଟା ଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋକ୍ ଖେଳିଆ ଆହୁରି ପେସେନ୍ସ ଆହୁରି କନଫିଡେଣ୍ଟ
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Players back on court. Kiyose back on court. Hara. Second game, low wall. Play.
So Nanako Hara and Rico Kiyose. One game to the goods. 21-8 against the Panda sisters, Rutapana and Sweetapana.
One low.
Yeah, that service return on the wide of the right sideline. It keeps surprising the players how much the sideways drift is taking the shuttle.
Service over. 1-all.
This is a good rally. Oh, that's a super shot. What a beauty from
Service
Kiyose.
over. 2-1.
Look at that, just past the front court player but making the shuttle land in front of the rear court player. You coaches are forever telling players about that in doubles.
And once again,
Missed it.
3.
And I can see signs that the Panda sisters are thinking to themselves, how do we win the rallies? Where have we got to attack? Because now they're going for the lines and they're missing.
exactly. And then, I mean, one of the obvious things to say is, well, start clearing, leave the initiative to your opponents. But since you can't sort of penetrate in the attack, then you have to see if your defense hold up. But that's the problem, that it doesn't hold up, in my opinion. And that brings on the next question that's interesting, because we've seen some pairs from nations that are not typically strong women's doubles nation. I'm thinking of the Bulgarian sisters, the Stoeva sisters. We've seen them being able to develop a very, very good defense.
Yeah.
And when you look at the women's doubles, you got to realize that a solid defense that will immediately propel you up in top 25 in the world. So I'm curious to why are some of the other nations not developing a similar defense to Korean players, Japanese players, Chinese players. It's not like these players were born with a special talent for having a strong defense. It's hard work.
Yes.
But it also pays off.
I agree.
And if you don't have that defense, then you're at a disadvantage in terms of your maximum level in women's double. Good play.
Yeah. Do you think part of it is the skill development at a young age for, you know, when I think of the Chinese and the Japanese and the Korean players, you know, you can see them with that soft grip and changing the grip to be able to play these defensive shots and to be able to switch from side to side.
Yeah, because it obviously takes time to get that strength in the forearm and technical skills to play it and so on. So it's perhaps also difficult to get someone to feed the defensive practice, because that's also hard work.
Yeah.
And I can see that in many European countries, people think it's more fun to play match. But a good defense gets you a long, long way. And takes the pressure off a lot of other situations in the game. Service situation, you're in trouble. You can always play a flick serve. Don't have to go as sharp for a good return when you're in possession of a strong defense. And let me just reiterate, because we've discussed it, you cannot at the moment win by only playing defense.
No.
You have to play attacking game, a counter-attacking game as well, but it's very, very hard to win without defense.
I remember when I was a developing player, and I am going back many, many years.
We're before 1970 now, or what?
And we didn't have the sort of gyms and training facilities that the players now have. And I tied a rope round a brick and rolled it up on an old broom handle.
Yes, and that works.
To strengthen the forehand.
And that works.
It does work. In
Yes.
fact, it worked so well, I snapped the handle off the inside of my mother's door. And she banned me from doing those
exercises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, you're not doing any more of that. It cost her a fortune.
Yeah, but it works. It practices the right muscles.
It does.
Now you have more fancy equipment to do it, but it can be done with very, very few means. If you want to strengthen your calf muscles, take 2 kilos of salt and 1 kilo in each hand, go up and down with your feet up and down on your toes.
Yeah.
That will help. So it's not like weight training was invented by the fitness companies or anything. It's been done before by body weight and other weights that were available.
And improvise.
Yeah.
All you have to do is watch the Rocky movie.
Exactly.
Which number was that?
I'm not sure.
Gosh, that's aging us too, Steen.
Yeah. Wait, you shouldn't have played that one, Kiyose.
Good rally. Oh, it's gone long. That's a pity from an Indian perspective.
7-all.
No, you can't challenge. Now it's 5 minutes after the rally ended.
Hara, you want change?
Oh, it was clearly long anyway.
Yeah.
That would have been a
Or
waste.
maybe it was the shuttle that you wanted to change.
I
Sudirman Panda.
yeah, I suspect it was. 7-all.
They've been able to use the sideways drift positively here in the second game. The Panda sisters putting pressure on Nara and Kiyose.
Oh, that's a great third shot from Sudirman.
7. Play on.
There it was again.
They're much more positive in attack, aren't they, the Panda sisters? Hitting with the drift now, so they're getting a little bit of extra bite on that attacking play.
Exactly.
Service over. 8-9.
Good effort. And I guess we're going to see them continue to try and target that backhand side of the Japanese pair. Yeah, excellent. Works again.
Service over. 10-8.
Oh, that's wild.
Oi, oi, oi.
Service over.
Almost had to have a player badge to get that shuttle back. So far away.
Wait. Coach, do not coach when the players ready. Play.
That's a pity.
All.
They worked so hard for their points.
Get 20 people.
Their error on the return of serve.
Good follow-up by
Service
Sudirman.
over. 11,
And it
10
is the
interval.
Panda sisters that have the advantage at the mid-game interval, albeit just a single point advantage. Nicely done.
You stay close के हो तो वो ऊपर से पकड़ रही है ना तेरे सर्विस पे वो अच्छा और प्रेशर रिटर्न ऑफ सर्विस प्रेशर हो गया ना
When patients lose, then can.
patient keep moving like this ना बेटा
Yeah, okay.
वो रिटर्न ऑफ सर्विस प्रेशर
वही बोल रहे कि रिसीविंग आगे रहेगा एक स्टेप ऐसे पीछे को रहेगा शायद
Court 1, 20 seconds.
बॉडी पे कुछ कर
Court 1, 20 seconds. Players back on coach. Players back on court. Hara, Kiyose, Panda, back on court.
Well, you have to give huge credit to the Panda sisters because they have
Panda,
found
Panda.
a way to
Hara,
win points.
when I am calling 20 seconds, you must be on the court.
Yes, quite right, umpire. When you call 20 seconds,
11,
that is the signal for
10.
the players to return to court, to be
Play.
ready to serve after the 1 minute mid-game interval.
Service over. 11 all.
Defense, they still have to be careful playing that corner, but otherwise it's really nice that they found a way to become friends with that drift. Ooh, that's a pity.
12,
that was a great idea.
11.
She was going for the opposite. She was going for the forehand corner here, just after the coaching interval, where maybe the Japanese coach have discussed it with the players. They're doing something different than what worked so well for them in the first part of the game.
Missed it.
13, 11.
3 points, 3 errors from the Panda sisters. Of course, the 3 points to the Japanese pair since the mid-game interval. 4 errors from the Panda sisters.
11.
This is where you have to be mentally very tough, isn't it, Steen? You say, you know, right, I'm not going for the lines. We're going to keep it positive, but keep it simple.
Exactly. And there was a sign from Svetapana to Rutapana, take it easy if it's not in the right spot and play a relatively safe shot and wait till we get the chance again. Oh, that's a good drop shot.
It is, especially after the power smash.
11.
5 straight points since the mid-game interval in favour of the Japanese pair. Yeah, that was a beauty, wasn't it?
Fault.
Yeah. Fooled by the drift.
Service over. 12,
This time,
15.
Nara.
Oh, I can see what she was trying to do, Svetapana.
Service over.
Trying to find that
16,
mid-court area, but it
exactly.
was simply too close to the net, I think.
That should, yeah, and a little bit too soft-paced.
Yeah.
Service over. 13,
Service error.
16. Fault.
Yeah, good attack from
14,
Rutapana.
16. Change.
Yeah, good. Oh, that's a pity again. It had been good attacking play, and I liked the way that Rutapana was making her way forward in court.
Rutapana to receive. Rutapana to receive.
Played a little bit too sharp, that one. That's never a shot that's winning the rally for you, so you've got to play it with a margin. But I like the way they've used not only that corner there, but they've also put pressure on the opposite corner from time to time,
15,
keeping the backhand
17.
corner open. And they can do that because that plays up against the drift when they cross from their own forehand, Panda sisters.
Service over. 18, 15.
Oh, that's a pity. I just sense they so
19,
desperately needed that rally,
15.
the Panda sisters. And the smash to flatten out the back of the court.
Panda.
2 points away from the second round, Hara and Kiyose.
Service fault called too high. Too high.
Fault called on
Service
Kiyose.
over. 16,
Player I
19.
think that hasn't been called a fault is the Sudirman. And it could change here. No.
They're hard to predict. Oh, she should have left that one.
That's gone wide.
Service
And
over.
it means that it is match point
20.
opportunities
Match point.
for Hara
16.
and Kiyose. Good return.
Wipe the court, please. Service
First
over.
game point.
17.
Match point, I should
20.
say. Well saved. Oh, it was a little bit loose, that serve.
Thank you.
Still match points for the Japanese pair. Brilliant, brilliant defence there from Sudirman.
18, 20.
Crouched down low and drove it back. Take a look at this.
Kiyose, return.
Brilliant.
Thank you, line judge.
She's almost attacking back on the attack. Yeah, she is.
2
18.
match points have
20.
come and gone, and another 2 remain for the Japanese pair.
Coach, do not coach when the players ready.
Ooh. Yeah, I understand she didn't leave it on a match point.
Oh, good rally. This could be approaching the longest rally too. Super.
Oh, what a shot.
Brilliant. What a fabulous final rally that sees the Japanese pair home against the Panda sisters. 21-8, 21-18 in a match lasting 36 minutes. Well, all credit to the Panda sisters because they were outclassed in the opening game, but they found a way in the second game.
They found a way, clever tactics, and a little bit extra luck. They could have forced a decider, and who knows what might have happened then.
18.
Confirmation of that score once again, 21-8, 21-18. 36 minutes. This is the final rally. And the victory to Nanako Hara and Oriko Kiyose. I always like to see the coach of the losing players smile at the end of the match. Well, coming up next is men's doubles, and it's a brand new Chinese pair of Wang Di and Ren Xianu against the former world number ones and the beaten finalists here 8 years ago, Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen. Welcome back to the Indira Gandhi Stadium.